incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. Yeah. I just had to let you know. Yeah. Give me that work and I can sell it. I put it on the line like I ain't selfish now. Story flip if I let you tell it. Put my heart and soul in so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest since Tupac in imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. At any currency, I'm still guaranteed my win. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up they octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions, daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on a mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top is missing, fuck the opposition, man. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a joke like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Mic check, mic check. Mic check, mic check. My bad. Mic check, mic check. My bad. Mic check. I'm gonna hit Cowboys. First things first. See who's ready to negotiate, because I can't negotiate none of these players right now. Should we turn again? Alright, we got 2 quarterbacks, 2 left guards. Let's see, so we got 1 left outside linebacker. One position here. Free safety. That's a tough one. The contract is expiring with the quarterbacks. Which quarterback is it? I don't see no quarterback's contract expiring. It will be on this list. Let's give it to Andrew Dillard. Dang it, can't get rid of both of them. They both suck. Pick up some new ones later. Cornerbacks. On the third, I gotta re-sign him. Russell Douglas, Jalen Mills. I'm only trying to make room. I'm gonna bring somebody over from. We're gonna keep the rookie boy on. We're gonna keep hunting. Both of them stay on. Both of them staying on. Even though I could cut Coleman. That's only $500K. I don't have a fullback. And I'm keeping all my receivers. Sean Jeffries. And DJ. He'll be leaving soon, so I'm gonna bring one of the receivers over from the practice squad to replace him. Whiteside, you're gonna be here for a minute. Howard, you're gonna be here for a minute. Zachary, I want to cut his punk behind. Jason Peters, I want to keep you, but I mean, you're hurting my cap. I can't resign you. I really can't resign you. Because resigning you is going to hurt me. So I got to let you go. I know you good. Your overall is what? At 87? Sorry, we'll work on these two guys. That's how I'm doing. Fournette, we're going to keep you. Vinny Curry, we're going to keep you for another couple of years. Brandon Graham, we're going to keep you for another year. And then we're going to promote Sharif and Josh. Both of y'all going to be good. We're going to put y'all on the list for next year. Fletch, definitely keeping you. And Malik, I don't know about you. We might let you go. We're keeping Timmy. I don't care. I'm going to find a way to sign his ass. And Bruce, I'll keep you. I need some linebackers. Zach Brown, I might let you go. I might let both of y'all go. Andrew Braden, definitely not let you go. I'm gonna go scout these players. I need some outside linebackers, left tackles. Alright, I got my fullback. And left tackle. Yes. Place him up there. Yes. Dylan, we definitely getting you, bro. Definitely gonna pick you up. Let's go with wide receivers. Because we're gonna need somebody to replace DJ. Left guard. Got one of those already. Center. Only got one. Only need one. I'm not getting no more. And left outside linebackers. And two of these. Two. Some Chavez. That's not who I picked though. I looked at him too. left outside linebackers, cornerbacks. I see an F on that joint. Catching. Good cornerback. Your ass need to have some catching. Bam. Oh, these guys are trash. Cornerbacks.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to Sunday Night Football on EA Sports. Up next, we've got what should be a great matchup between the...
We are sandwiched between Fort Worth and Dallas, Texas in Arlington at the luxurious AT&T Stadium. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Dallas Cowboys. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. On first and 10, it's Jackson. Man open, it's J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown, Philadelphia! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So here now the Cowboy offense onto the field to get their first crack at it. As we get a peek at their dynamic signal caller hailing from Mississippi State, it's Dak Prescott.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game, almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Looking left sideline, incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL, so when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score, you give yourself your best chance.
First downs
so
over here.
Around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
An ideal start defensively. They already have the touchdown. Now they get the stop.
Just like they drew it up on the chalkboard. Does that sound dated? Right? Am I out of touch a little bit?
It's all right.
All right, grease board, heck, computer, exactly what you want, though. Score on your first drive, stop them on the first drive defensively.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Eagles will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. And they'll be looking to make this a 2-score advantage. Had the touchdown on their first drive, Charles. Hey, they can get up 2 scores here on the road. That's a heck of a start.
And not only have they thought about it, I wonder if they visualized it. I remember playing, and they used to turn the lights out in our meeting room and run through a situation like this and say, just think about what it would be like to be up on the road and take the crowd out of it. Maybe they did some of that.
Right back to Coleman here on 1st down. Jalen Smith, who took a huge step forward last year, in on the tackle for Dallas. Cowboys and Eagles, of course, such a great rivalry. Last year, the Cowboys got the better of the Eagles both times that they met, with Philly coming off their Super Bowl title. But in weeks 10 and 14, it was Dallas beating Philly by a single possession. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards. How about this first quarter for them throwing the football?
This defense has 0 answers for what they've seen so far with the ball in the air. I'm not sure how they're going to change things around, but offensively, I keep attacking. I keep throwing the football until they make me change.
Okay.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
So they got Miles Sanders backing him up.
This is the former Nittany Lion, the rookie Miles Sanders. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
That's how you get right up off of the mat, because on the last play, they stoned him in the backfield and dropped him for a loss. But he's the type of guy that scared me a little bit because he's not daunted. Just got right back up, showed some confidence, and picked up a first down with his very next run.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. We haven't seen much from him running the football here in this first quarter.
No, you're right about that. We haven't seen much of him at all so far. They've stacked him up pretty well, but when you're trying to run the football, sometimes you got to play the long game. Keep handing it to him, and some of those runs that aren't working now, they turn into 6, 7, 8, and maybe more later on.
He had the touchdown on the opening drive. Now he's got a first down. It's Coleman here. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. 2nd down and goal. Jackson. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. That's 2 really excellent drives for them to start this ballgame, both ending with touchdown passes.
In big picture, they look great, don't they? Like a well-oiled machine right now. But let's down focus a little bit and talk about the guy calling the signals and throwing the passes. He is playing with precision right now, scanning the field and making excellent throws.
A pretty long drive that time, 11 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown.
Keep in mind, I do not like to tell boys.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
Work is possible.
This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays.
Under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Fletcher Cox in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
What we got?
Throwing on 2nd and long. Prescott caught by Cobb. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. That one complete to Elliott. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. With it is Jackson. Dances by him. Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I'm giving them Cowboys work.
It's a 92-yard punt return score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Elliott good with a PAT, and it's now 21-0. Well, it's no secret. That's why they have him return punts. He has the capability to take them back, and he did so there. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. This one taken from the 7. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Well, we've got a good divisional battle here tonight in the NFC East. Tomorrow night, we get one in the AFC East. The Patriots and the Jets. Monday Night Football, MetLife Stadium. Coverage at 8:15 Eastern Time. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Elliott. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line.
Get out of here.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yes, indeed. That play there, that reminds me of some of the guys that I've played with that have that suddenness, able to get into the backfield almost about the time the ball snapped and make a play. How about that type of
Get out of here.
Absolutely. He did a lot of that last week when he was named the NFC Defensive Player of the Week. One of the guys on the team was saying, yeah, we called him the disruptor, and that's carrying forward again.
Makes sense, doesn't it?
Prescott now. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Three scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Here's Jackson. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first-half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. On 3rd down, here's Coleman. He'll have a first down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. 17 yards and a first down for Philly. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Here's Coleman. And he's going to get this inside the 30. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Wide open receiver complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. In for the score. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen. And it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is taken just shy of the 10 here. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time, first half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Prescott from the gun. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Cowboys going to use their second timeout now as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Prescott to throw it. A dump off to Elliott. Give him 7 on the play, and that'll make this a second down. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. To the air again, Prescott. He's got a man complete. It's Amari Cooper. And the stop here will come at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. And that's the risk of the long field goal miss here at this stage of the second quarter. You give up great field position.
And that gives them one more opportunity to make something happen and something big. And we've seen crazy stuff happen at the end of halves.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at New Era Field just outside of Buffalo, where it was the Bills who pick up the victory at home. Cole Beasley, a touchdown catch in the victory. From there, let's head off and check out a second game. And it was the visiting Jacksonville Jaguars that go home with the victory. Nick Foles, 4 touchdown passes in the victory. And finally, on Monday Night Football, a good one to wrap up Week 7. Patriots and Jets from MetLife Stadium in New York.
MetLife Stadium in New York.
Meanwhile, our game has been a boat race. Very one-sided to this point. And for the call of the second half, let's get it back to our commentating team. Brandon.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This will be taken very short. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. Out come the Cowboys now as he'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
What I'm talking about. Exactly what I'm talking about.
You think back to last year, Dak Prescott was sacked 56 times, second most in the league behind Deshaun Watson of the Texans. On second down, Elliott. And they won't fare much better here as he maybe gets back to the line.
You thought you was
going,
going,
play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. 3rd and long for Prescott. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dive look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, Give him 15. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Eagles to take over. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Coleman. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Accelerating, and off he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman, his 19th touchdown now on the season as his guys continue to pour it on. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
So they hit pay dirt on just one play. The long run, the scamper, and a very nice scamper into the end zone for the touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now Dallas gets set to take the field. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
A second down throw for Prescott. Nowhere to escape,
Fletcher
and he goes down.
We didn't talk about
Fletcher Cox in there to get him. Sack number 14 for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Got his man there, complete to Gallup. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. Now comes the Cowboys punter. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one
back
away.
there, but I'm not blocking him. Oh my God, another one.
To the races. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. All told, it's a punt return of 74 yards as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Guys, that's what I'm talking about.
Well, it certainly feels like that kind of game, doesn't it? No matter what they do, it's going to work. That might be the absolute crusher right there. A punt return for a touchdown.
Feels like there's been a lot of crushers in this game. This lead just gets bigger. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. So after surrendering the punt return for a score, let's see what they can do in turn on this kickoff. This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Dallas offense now, heading back out onto the field. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
No,
now
I'm
get a stoppage here. It appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
We need it now.
A first down carry by Elliott. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
Again, it's Elliott. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a third down and 6.
For a second.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. To throw is Prescott. Complete to Jason Witten. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys. Prescott now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Elliott going to bite off about 7 on that one. A good run on first down. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Throwing on 2nd and 3. Prescott. Oh, Prescott stripped.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is a quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
They get 15, but they still needed a little bit more. 4th down.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. And this won't get there. Won't be on the line either. It's no good. Off to the right, and this score will stay right where it is. So 2 missed field goals for him now, and that's helped keep them with a big 0 on the scoreboard.
Well, it's not the only reason they have a 0. The offense has been bogged down a few times now, but it's certainly not helping the cause any at all.
Eluding the pressure right. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. Back now in Arlington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. On 2nd down, it's Coleman. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Eagles.
Now Jackson on first down. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Big yardage there on the scramble. It gets him a first down. For Charles, in the past, a lot of people called this offense one-dimensional.
I think you did.
Well,
it was you.
I'll be honest, I did. I think and he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 20 on the year. And the forced fumble defensively leads to 6 points for the Eagles. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Defensively, you said coming in earlier in the broadcast, the magic number was 20 points for you. That's what you thought they would have to hold this offense to, or less than that. And, wow, they've done that in a big way, haven't they?
And not only have they done it, they put themselves in a great position to win this one because holding them down was paramount. If they could get it done, well, guess what? We see the end result. Right now, they have their eye on victory.
And leading here in the 4th. First down, Prescott. Being chased out left. Now he'll pull it down. Turns out to be a great idea to tuck that one. Good for 24 yards.
Okay.
Now, those are the ones that hurt defensively. You do everything right. Excellent pressure, good coverage downfield, and then he slips out the back door and turns it into a nice gain.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's third down. So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Now Prescott, and this is caught by Witten, the tight end. He's got the first down here inside the 30. Give him 18 on that one, and it's a Dallas first down.
What's wrong with you? He wouldn't have got the first down.
Boy, you got to think that having the 37-year-old veteran Jason Witten back at tight end is going to be great for Dak Prescott for plays just like that. And you think the last year when Witten wasn't there, it was kind of a rotating carousel. They had Blake Jarwin, Jeff Swain, Rico Gathers, Dalton Schultz. But Witten back out there and doing his thing again. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. What a game this defense continues to play, huh?
Yeah, they've been aggressive from the first snap, and they've controlled this ball game. But right now, if you're on the other side of the ball, you've got to match that aggressiveness.
What I'm talking about.
No points so far in this game. Moving the football, got to be that way to go against them and try and get some points on the board.
And I'm curious on the defensive side if they stay aggressive, because you know they want to pitch this shutout.
Yeah, they have to be aggressive, but they also have to be smart about it as well, because one mistake can turn into 6 points.
This is 3rd and goal. Still looking for the first points of the game. They'll try to run it in with Elliott. And Elliott trying to work his way forward, but it looks like he did not make it. They were ahead of schedule after the gain of 7 on first down, but the defense does not budge on 2nd and 3rd. This linebacking core, they've done a good job of keeping that running game in check, haven't they?
They certainly have, and what they'll also do when this game is over.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, weaving through traffic, and now he's free. He's at the 50, the 40, past the 20, 10, 5, and they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. And that score gives them a little more separation and a bigger lead.
A little more of a comfort zone now. They can do more things defensively, maybe take a few more gambles as they try to continue to extend their lead.
I told you the Cowgirls is not getting on the board.
Good with a PAT. And that will extend this big lead.
He's not getting on the board. No.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send
no
this
scoring
one away.
Today.
This is taken at his 4.
No scoring
return here. He gets it out to the 25.
I'll get up there, but they're not getting in the end zone. No scoring. Not today.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. On second down, Prescott again. They'll set up the screen to Elliott. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24.
That's what I'm talking about.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down. The Cowboys on third down. They're hitting at just 30%, 3 for 10. This is 3rd and 11. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
Let's get it.
So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They face a third down now as they try to find a late score. Now Prescott. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete. Certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up 4th down. This one winding toward a conclusion. And how would you assess how the secondary is played?
Well, we just saw them take another shot downfield that was incomplete, correct?
Correct.
So my assessment is that if anyone's played really well in this game, it's been the secondary. That was the latest example.
Yeah, they've been solid. Really, the whole defense has been solid. Still pitching a shutout. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. Lots of praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
Right back to Sanders on 1st down. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. The quick slant caught, and he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly. And for them, this train, it just keeps rolling, doesn't it? Well on their way to yet another victory.
Yeah, it's almost a runaway, isn't it? And you just wonder how anyone could stop this. They got full momentum going, full confidence going. But it's not just their own confidence that's leading them. It's the lack of confidence against their opponents now because they see them coming and think, we've got no shot to beat this team.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone.
Two things real quick. Let me go get my charger. Put this on the charger. All right, now let me finish off the Cowgirls.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They are down big. They have not scored a single point. I don't know. Are they so defeated at this point you just want to get in the locker room and get the heck out of here?
That is one way to approach it. Sometimes, Coach, say, that's it, okay? It hasn't worked all game. There's no sense in doing something now. Let's get out of here. No one gets hurt. But others will look at it and say, we still have an opportunity to do something. Exactly. You have pride on the line, execution as you look forward and get ready for your next game, and a message to your team. We're not going to quit. No matter what the battle is, we're going to finish this thing out.
Throwing, Prescott. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock.
Yes, you do it.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down.
I told you I got you back.
One last shot now for Prescott. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Here I come again.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Completes it to Jason Witten. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So fly, Eagles, fly. It's a victory for Philadelphia. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Eagles, their winning ways continue as they get it up to 7-0. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo to take on the Bills. Meanwhile, for the Cowboys, the loss drops them back to 4-3 so far. And they'll get an extra week to think about it as the midseason bye might be coming at just the right time. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Oh my God, man. Oh, this is getting on my damn nerves. Like it really is. This is some BS here. I guess I gotta do it through the damn actual website because it's not letting me do it through the app. You see that? 100% completion. We'll check stats in a little bit. Just give me a second. Yep, I'm checking to verify that you actually subscribed to me, because if you didn't, you're not getting a subscription back. So hopefully that means you actually really subscribe for your sake. Alright, now we check stats. He was 8 for 8, as you can see. 8 for 8. 177 yards, 100% completions, 4 touchdowns. Tevin Coleman. $15 touches, 188 yards, 12.5 is his average, 2 touchdowns. Miles Sanders, 5.22.4. 2 for 32. Matt Collins with 2 touchdowns, 75 yards. Second Westside had 1 touchdown, 69 yards. D-Jack had 1 touchdown, 16 yards. And Goddard had 17 yards. That's all we needed to know. Now we can exit this game. Coleman. No, that's cool. There's Goddard. Bruce Hector. Godwin, whatever his last name is. He went up 1-2. Injury this season. Alshon Jeffrey. Jeffrey's coming back. And let's finish. Finna be great. Because you're a single one side? Yes, got him in green. Green status, that's what I'm talking about. Tariq Jackson. Yes, it's another away game. $50-50. God damn it. Yeah.
Can you help me please and be in 25 minutes? I just need to take the pillows up.
That's my religion. That's not a pillow. Hello? That's not a pillow.
No, I'm not taking that. I just need to go to it.
You still doing my hair for that? Oh. Why didn't I just put this in the dining room? These things. So they might need this whole area. Alright guys, I'm back. Sorry about that. Let's get this game on. Show on the road.
Shady, throwing some shade. It's the coach.
All right, Coach, thank you. There's a look at New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Buffalo Bills. Lurching closer toward the midway point of this NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. This one taken from the 7. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. LaShawn McCoy, the 31-year-old running back, his first carry. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers last week for Shady McCoy. 17 carries, 77 yards.
He's hoping to have the same type of game, but he's going up against the #1 defense in the league, and they're very good at fitting the run.
And right away, he lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with McCoy. And McCoy is going to be stopped up short. He didn't get it. He needed 2. He got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
He gets this away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a man who was undrafted out of Buffalo, standing at 6'7". It's Tyree Jackson.
And they are in rhythm on offense because of him. I mean, right now he's got everything going the way he wants to, finding the receivers the way he wants to, looking over defenses. No interceptions is the number I lock in on. Before a touchdown pass isn't so bad either.
Yeah, what a game he had last week. A big run there, 29 yards and a first. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Let's go, you tighten it. Let's go, you tighten it.
To throw again on second down. Jackson. That's caught by Jackson. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now they'll have it first and goal following that gain of 17. Jackson from the shotgun. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. Starla Tulare. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. Here's Miles Sanders, the rookie second-rounder from Penn State. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Taking it in from 7 yards away as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This one taken from the 7. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Come to the line to start their next drive. And the results for them have not been strong to this point. 2 drives have ended in a turnover and then a punt.
So would it be too snarky for me to say that they've shown improvement? Because you had two drives with turnovers. Now they punted it away, so at least they didn't turn it over. So that's good, right?
You're going to get some angry users reaching out to you on social media.
Well, I don't mean to be. I was actually looking for the positive. Silver lining, you know.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's again to McCoy. Just a couple there on the second down run. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8 situation. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Wentz. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. They'll call that a punt of 59 yards. Tough to do better than that. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. Last week, a strong showing, up over 100, also 2 trips to the end zone.
It's the kind of week that if you said, listen, I'll let you have this type of a game each and every week, you'd sign up for it. You wouldn't try to get too greedy. But let's face it, good runners always want to be a little bit more greedy at the end, try and squeeze out every last yard. He's going to try and duplicate that and exceed it in this game.
22 yards there, a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, defense.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 41-yard line.
From the 41, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 42. Jackson on first down. He'll let this go for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. The target there, Mac Hollins. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And down inside the 15 he goes. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
Containing him is becoming a big problem. We've already seen this once earlier on this drive.
Yeah, and so now 2 times this has happened. Do you adjust something?
Yeah, I think you do. I think you got to start thinking about
And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. A reminder, later tonight, Sunday Night Football, will see a game in the NFL 100 Series, a rematch of the very first AFL-NFL Championship game, later, of course, known as Super Bowl I. It pits the Packers against the Chiefs from Arrowhead. And that should be a fun one. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24. On 2nd down, it's McCoy. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. The 2nd down play results in a loss of 2 yards. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just
stopping, y'all heard that,
not just
right?
getting after the quarterback, but the balls in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
I got to make some modifications and some adjustments to it.
And that makes the score 21-0. So they
Overall,
throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
But once I'm done doing what I got to do,
on the back line of the end zone.
God, this team's going to be so
run
vicious.
back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's Carson Wentz now with the rest of his offensive unit heading onto the field. In the 2nd quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on a little extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people, lean on your teammates, Find someone who can take the pressure off and get the ball in their hands for a while.
If he doesn't, this is getting out of hand. It could get worse. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. Here's a carry for a former starter. This is T.J. Yeldon. It was Josh Sweat who got him down on the defensive side. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Coming up at halftime, we remind you once again that we're going to check in with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL as we reach now, hard to believe, the halfway point of the season. Time flying.
It certainly is. Time to get the sweaters out, my man.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Wentz going to throw. Going to drop this off to McCoy. Complete. And he'll take this to the 47, but no further as they get him down well short of the line to gain.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Ball on the 30 as they come up 2nd and 10. Jackson throwing again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. On 3rd down, Coleman. And an alley to run. He's got a convoy, and he might be gone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman. Touchdown number 22 on the season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And with that carry, he's already over 100 yards here in the first half.
Yes. And, partner, you know exactly what he's saying to his teammates right now, right? Especially to the play caller.
Yes. Give me the ball.
Again, and again, and again. It's not that heavy, sir. I'll take it.
Elliott good with a PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the clock, lick your wounds at the half, and see if you can come up with a strategy to play better in the second. But there's also something to challenging your offense right here. You know, hey, guys, you help dig this hole. See if you can get us out of it a little bit before the half runs out. Let's go make some plays.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Wentz. He's got the connection to Cole Beasley. And he is taken down deep in Philadelphia territory. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Into the red zone. Wentz. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Wentz, that's what I'm talking about. Sack that little bastard. Let me get in my chair, because this is getting serious, man.
So it goes as a fumble, but the key thing, not a fumble loss.
Yeah, that stat's big, isn't it? I mean, I remember watching teams play. The ball might be on the ground a number of times during the game, but if the other team doesn't get it, that's a huge difference in the ball game. And in this case, they were able to retain possession.
So on 2nd down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the right hash, this from an even 40. Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. It's picked up. A live ball here, remember.
Yes. Haha. Luke, get out of here. Yeah.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel somewhat safe that might actually pop. And
the Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
And they extend their lead, a little added cushion into the lockers. What a way to finish.
For rushing touchdown. Oh, my God.
That's the momentum they carry in with them. Can they convert it and bring it back out to start the third quarter?
Elliott good on the extra point. You want the third quarter already? No problem. Let's do it. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This fielded at the 2. And some room to work. And I think he's going to go. They're not going to get him. Touchdown, Philadelphia. That kick return TD is 98 yards in length as his guys continue to pour it on. And you've used the phrase with me before, pressing the kicking game. What exactly does that mean? Because they did it there.
It means focusing on it, all aspects of it, because it's the third part of the game. Offense, defense, special teams. If you press the kicking game, create an advantage, make a big play, it often leads to victory.
So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. Fielded about a yard deep. He's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Yeah, you mad.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because we often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, the halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution, or did they think they were just bad plays to call? Yeah. We'll find out pretty quickly here. If they thought they had something
Shady,
they just need to do a little bit better.
We'll find out. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down. McCoy, 5th season with the Bills after those 6 in Philadelphia. And remember, he had 4 or 5 years as a 1,000-yard rusher, but then last season really dipped down, just about 500 yards, only 3 touchdowns. Of course, watch the age as well. They did turn 31 back in July. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw is Wentz. This will be caught by Brown. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're looking for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective. It missed him.
And now the ball's out. Fumble near midfield. And it's picked up by the Eagles.
Fletcher Cox with the touchdown.
He's into the end zone. It's a Fletcher Cox and an Eagle touchdown.
Fletcher Cox with the touchdown.
Big boy earning his...
Huh? Because Fletcher Cox just scored a touchdown.
That's what you call rumbling with the ball, Charles.
Big man with football. He wasn't just earning lunch, Brandon. He was earning dinner. He was
midnight snack.
Everything that you could possibly do, he did it on that play to pick up the ball and go.
Elliott good with a PAT, and that will extend this big lead. So not only the cover, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown.
I mean, I can see sacks, I can see 4 fumbles, but
this will be taken in at the 1.
Return.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on third down? And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. Working from the gun, Wentz. And that's knocked away and incomplete. Another drive comes and goes, still nothing on the scoreboard.
Yeah, and when the second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. 46 yards on the boot. The coverage holds him to just 3 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys.
Deshaun Jackson off to the races. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Deshaun Jackson, 82 yards. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partner, you know what the real key is to stopping a good passing attack?
You tell me.
Being able to tackle as soon as a guy catches a football.
Didn't work out there.
No, because when you give up the big run after catch, the rack yardage, that puts your defense in a big-time stressful position.
A lot of rack yardage and a touchdown there on the big play. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And still no points on the scoreboard. You're coming off of the 3 and out. They're just looking for anything to grab onto right now, aren't they?
I'm wondering if someone's going to take charge in the huddle. You know, we always look to the quarterback, but sometimes it's another player on the team, a star, a veteran, someone with some excitement and energy. It's like, all right, guys, let's shake things up and let's go, because they still have an opportunity to make things happen.
Shake it off. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Throwing is Wentz. Got a man. It's Brown. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the 1st at the 32. The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Back there, y'all.
For a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. This is Coleman. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds, the Bills' leading tackler as a rookie last year, in on the stop there.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
They will run again with Coleman, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 23 here on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a first down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. On 2nd and 11 now. Wentz. And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the fumble recovery, it's Jackson. Open man, Arcega-Whiteside. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Eagles take advantage of good field position on the turnover to cash this one in. And a touchdown there to help them expand the lead.
All you're looking for is as much separation between you and the other team as possible. They've got to feel good about what that touchdown gives them.
Back now in Buffalo, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
4 touchdowns.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to Zay Jones that time, and it's third down. The Bills on third down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Now Wentz. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year.
Yeah. So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. So here are the Eagles to take over. They've got the lead right now, and remember, they are riding that very impressive 7-game winning streak, trying to push it to 8. They'll start out on the ground with Coleman. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
You got right in front of me while I was running. Slowed me down.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
Oh, Hollins is out there too?
On 3rd and 1, Jackson. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. And Oliver able to drop him for a loss of 2, and that will bring up 4th down. Here's Jackson. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. Not often do fourth down conversions result in 23 yards, but that's the case here. First down. Jackson now. Steps away to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Matt Milano able to get him for a loss of about 3.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Check. Check hot route.
On second down now, it's Coleman. He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Now it's Jackson. It's caught by Jackson. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
It's now fourth down.
They'll run it with Coleman. And an alley to run. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Sanders. He's got the first down inside the 10. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Miles Sanders who finished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest.
Don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Use that as ammunition.
Take a great look at that scoreboard. Realize how poorly everything went for us today. Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling.
No, you don't want that feeling again. And who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Zay Jones was the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a Scotia credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen. Despite
and down
Fletcher
he goes.
Cox again.
They bring down Wentz on the sack. Fletcher Cox in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now on 4th down here, that pass knocked away and incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Jackson. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the fourth quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like fourth quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
Elliott now to add the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. Well, that drive started with not a whole lot of real estate in front of them. In plus territory, excellent field position. 2 plays later, pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
Come on.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left. The Bills send the punter out as he's on to kick it away. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. On the return, Jackson. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for Philadelphia, they continue to cruise through this first half of the schedule as they move to 8-0 now on the campaign. And they will head back home next week.
See you guys probably next week, either Friday or Saturday of next week for the continuation. Zach Bum Ertz. Not a huge fan. Don't take nothing away from his skills, but I'm not a huge fan. Yo. Anytime somebody goes up a point or two, I'm happy. Ooh. Yes. Good job. Players, are you serious? At 8-0, do you feel like this is the best team in the NFL? Even if I say we're the best team right now, it's not right. And when it matters, well, the playoffs and go from there. At this point, I would be supremely disappointed if we don't go deep into the playoffs. So they tell you the best team in the NFL. Concession prices, yes. Yeah. That's what I needed. That's what I needed. Yes, I needed something dealing with concessions. They try and hit me. Ha. Get at me. Yes. Man, what I'm talking about. Broski. Oh, we're going to play this because it's a home game and we need the bread. We're definitely going to play this one.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is Madden Football on EA Sports. Coming up next, we've got what should be a good one between the monsters of the Midway, the Chicago Bears, and the Philadelphia Eagles. I'll have scores around the league for you at the half, but it's time for a little football. So we'll hand it over to our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Coach, the city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. The scene in South Philly a few moments ago. Boy, the city of brotherly love is fired up. They're saying, "Fly, Eagles, fly," as they get ready to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Godden. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They're halfway home, looking good at a perfect 8-0.
And not much to complain about so far, is there? I'd have to say they're the best team in the NFL through the first half of the year.
Meanwhile, for our visitors, the Bears, we're in November now, so this is where you really need to settle in, start getting down to business.
And in baseball, they talk about the dog days of August. November, these are the dog days of football, trying to get in position for the big push.
The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final 2 bring us as we're off in Week 9? This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Bears offense heading out, led by Mitchell Trubisky, a Pro Bowler last year in 2018. And, of course, the number 2 overall pick in the draft back in 2017. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run with a third-year man. This is Tariq Cohen. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now. The last time these two teams met, boy, was it memorable. Wild card weekend last year as the Eagles started their Super Bowl title defense, and they held on thanks to the doink or the double doink heard around the world on the Cody Parkey missed field goal, and the Eagles would escape 16-15. Of course, they would go on to lose the following weekend to the New Orleans Saints. On 3rd down, Trubisky. And Robinson with a big catch. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25. Trubisky hitting Robinson for a big one, 43 yards. All right, Charles, let me put you in the head of one of those defenders out there. You have a big play like that go against you so early. What does that shake your confidence?
It shouldn't, but it often does, because your thought process all during the week is how you're going to get after that offense and make your plays. And when they make one against you, it makes you a little bit hesitant.
Time to regroup. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Now Cohen. Oh, Cohen lost the football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
The psychology of the game never ceases to amaze me, because you would think there would never be a fumble from what we hear from coaches all the time, right?
And how much they practice not fumbling.
Practice it, preach it, talk about it all the time. You would think no one would ever turn it over. Yet they are humans out there running around, and we just saw another one.
Opportunistic by the defense. A first carry for the former Falcon, Tevin Coleman. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
How about his performance last week? Over 200 yards. I think his decisiveness, one cut and he goes, that's what's really made pile up the yardage.
And the yardage he piled up last week, easily honored with NFC Offensive Player of the Week.
I would have voted for him.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Below Nichols. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. Throwing is Jackson. But he's got the hook up here to Deshaun Jackson. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. That one good for 24 yards.
First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
Watch safety three. Watch safety three.
On first down, Coleman. Pretty much unreal, not just in terms of yardage, Charles, but also throw in the 3 touchdowns as well.
When you put the whole package together, I can make you a pretty good guarantee right now. He's going to see a few more people in the box every time he lines up.
Yeah, I don't think that the defense has any choice. They've got to stop him. Can't let a repeat performance like that.
Agreed.
From the 36, Jackson. And his throw here's... Incomplete.
I don't think either one of us is surprised about who they just targeted on that one. I mean, they're going to try and get to him as much as possible. Off to a nice start, but unable to haul that one in.
Yeah, already looked his way a couple of times on this opening drive. Can't connect there. Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up
That was
incomplete.
BS. I don't know why he started running.
You absolutely
right
have to have this early on, right? Third and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on third and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And he comes back with one complete. Touchdown, Philadelphia! As his guys are in for 6. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. When they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he'd taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The Bears offense now gets set to head back onto the field. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. The throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. From the gun on third down, it's Trubisky. Hits his target. It's Taylor Gabriel. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Trubisky to Gabriel there for a Bears first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
On second down, it's Cohen, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now third down. Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Ready for the second quarter, and it's our visitors with the football. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting room.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Yo!
Tevin
Coleman's a
with
beast,
another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly for 6. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole.
He knocked him over,
and he's
spend off, kept it moving.
I'm not sure if they drew that play up to score, but it scored indeed. One play on the ground and into the end zone for 6. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one taken from the 7. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. They only got a couple on that one, so not a ton of help. They'll have a 3rd and 8 forthcoming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback on the expected passing situation.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as he'll punt it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Here's Jackson to return. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the Eagles will have it, taking over a 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here that could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care of the football. Keep attacking. Usually the best way to maintain control. Quarterbacks love slant routes because the receivers are breaking right into their line of vision, and receivers love them as well because they're getting the ball on the move and able to catch it and try and get upfield and gain additional yardage.
Sorry, guys.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 47. From the gun, it's a handoff to Coleman. And he's got room. The 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Tevin Coleman, his 25th touchdown. Tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And it'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. Tariq Cohen and the rest of the offense heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit. They have to make an adjustment.
Well, still time for him here as we sit in the second quarter.
And that's called winning at the point of attack. Right there at the line of scrimmage. I know he's a little bummed out now. He doesn't get credit for a tackle for a loss, but no gain, his guys will take that.
And speaking of winning, to be as cheesy as we can, he was the winner of the NFC Defensive Player of the Week award from last week, so he's really stringing together some good football.
So not only did he get a gold star, he might have gotten a gold watch too, huh?
Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they're dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
They'll run on first down. It's Cohen. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. Allen Robinson, the intended receiver, and it'll bring up 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Now a third down
That's
throw,
what I'm
and it
talking
misses
about.
the target
That's what I'm
incomplete.
talking about, Derby.
And based on my math, they've only converted one time thus far in this game, so you can see the frustration starting to come out a little bit. Third downs, they've been a problem for them all game. They've got to start becoming solutions.
Here's Jackson. It's a nifty return of 29 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Tevin Coleman and the rest of the offense making their way back out. And with the day he's having, as we look at some of these highlights, maybe he wants to duplicate this pregame meal next week.
Whatever it is, guaranteed he will ask for the exact same thing each and every week as long as he continues to run like that. Sometimes it's that simple, partner.
Yeah.
Just,
and you know how superstitious these guys can be.
Oh, there's no doubt, right? If you put your left sock on first and you have this kind of game, you'll keep doing it. In this case, let's investigate that pregame meal. We might need some of that.
Yeah, right. It's working. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. They begin the drive with Coleman. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's Coleman on the draw. He finds an opening past the 40. And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman. His 26th touchdown, drawing even with Marshall Faulk for the 4th most in a single season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and, oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
Hello? Okay, oh, all right.
They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And right now, these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trubisky, and he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Trubisky will throw. That's complete to the tight end, Broniker. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever...
Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. In for the score. As his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessary. A called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happened.
And he takes off with it. It's a fake. And he gets in.
And that's not what I was trying to do.
Fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Or are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
Well, we didn't throw a football right now.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory, just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you got to figure, if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
Draw play here. Trubisky gives to Cohen. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Makes it to Miller. 2 yards is all they'll get on the completion. It's 4th down.
That completion takes the definition to get to a double, doesn't it?
It does, and the defense was right. They're kind of played into their hands. Here's Paladino now. Remember, though, he did have one blocked earlier. He sticks into this one, and this is a rocket. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And it's actually been out of the backfield, handing the ball off where they've had a lot of success. So if you're the quarterback, do you just maybe say, you know, maybe this isn't my day, our running game's going so well, you just continue to lean on that?
I agree. That's exactly what you do, and you have to kind of take your ego and put it aside, because you always think your next throw is going to be your best throw, right? Your next play is going to be your best play. Lean on what's working for you right now. That should help carry your team to victory if things keep going in the direction that they are.
Yeah, because the formula has them the lead currently. He's going to let this go deep for Jackson. It's caught inside the 24.
Holy crap.
Jackson in the final seconds of the first half as his guys continue to pour it on.
And that's a lead that excites the team as they head into the half. Good way to finish things off.
Yeah, able to extend that lead, and you always say it can totally change the complexion of half number 2.
Yeah, it changes your morale, changes your outlook. But even before that, let's see if they decide to kind of squib kick or what they're going to do on the kickoff, because you don't want to give up a big play right before the half ends.
Good point. The kickoff unit is out on the
5
field.
seconds. I'll be down there, Mom. I'm coming.
This is taken at his 4.
Oh, nice block.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the
1 second.
24-yard line.
Let's get it.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments.
All right, guys. What's this? All right, I'll be back when I'm done. Light on for you guys. Need to pick my hair out. All right, guys. Back to, oh my goodness. Back to, I didn't get my hair done yet. But we're going to get back to this game. Alright, now I'm gonna go and try to get through this second half quick.
A lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee, get out of here, regroup. But how will the head coach and his staff approach halftime? Will it be angry? Will it be clinical? Will it be calm?
Not only do I have an event to prepare for, but I still have to finish helping my people. Managed to get away for a little bit.
For this one, though.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Try to finish this game.
So here are the Eagles to take over. They've gone 2 months without a loss, 8 straight wins for them. And they've got the lead here in this one as well, trying to make it 9 in a row. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia. Right back to Coleman here on first down. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tevin Coleman with touchdown number 27. That ties Priest Holmes for the third most in a single year as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Now you talk about the dominating rushing performances that you and I have seen together. This has got to be right up there. His 4th touchdown run of the game and another long one to boot.
And I don't need to ask for a witness because you're right here with me. We are watching this, and we're watching such a performance that it's demoralizing for anyone on defense. You know, it starts out coaches screaming, tackle him, get him. And after that last touchdown, I bet it's pure silence on that side of the ball.
This is taken at the 3. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
Oh, my God.
We remind you that coming up later tonight, we've got a good AFC battle in Baltimore. The Super Bowl champs, New England, in town to take on the Ravens. And then tomorrow, Monday Night Football, the Cowboys and the Giants from MetLife Stadium to wrap up this first weekend in November. They'll start things on first with Torrey Cohen. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field.
Holding offense.
So on the big tight end, holding.
Each and every year, we talk about very few tight ends coming into the league that are polished blockers or asked to do it a lot in college. So it's a constant struggle and a constant fight to learn how to do it without holding.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down. Now on second and 16. Trubisky. He's got Burton here. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now it's Trubisky. And it is incomplete.
He was wide open, too.
Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that. And thus far, they've been successful.
Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, given 15. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. The last time out, another touchdown. And I think there may be some empty seats around here by the time the fourth quarter comes around.
Yeah, I have to agree with you because this one's just about decided. But you know who benefits from all those empty seats? You and me, trying to get to the airport.
That's
the road
true.
to be fairly clear
that is
by the time we have to leave the booth.
From midfield now on second down, Jackson. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down. From the gun, Jackson. That's complete to the right side. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. A good pickup there, 21 yards. From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. This will be caught inside the 10. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
I think a lot of people ask the same question all the time. Why do we see so many slants?
And he'll score. Touchdown, Eagles. Taking it in from a yard out as his guys continue to pour it on.
But this was a pass all the way, but he just kept buying time, didn't he? It was kind of like, wait. Oh, it's open. Time to hot-foot it and go. And, boy, was he successful.
Yeah, didn't go to the outside toward the pylon, just straight ahead, middle third of the field.
Shortest distance between 2 points. Straight line.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. And now Chicago getting ready to go as they take the field. And 3 and out on the last drive. No points on the scoreboard. A little soul-searching now?
I would say so, and they need to help out their defense a little bit. They've had to be on the field a lot more than normal, put them in some tough spots. But what's the old adage? When you get another chance, it gives you a better chance to do it right.
Go. Go.
And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down. Now Trubisky to throw. This one into the hands of Burton. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Trubisky finding the former Eagle Burton for the Chicago first. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Trey Burton, the one he was looking for. And now it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that will be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. How do you think he personally is evaluating his game so far? He was pretty good in the first half, been good so far here in the third quarter. He's got to like it, right?
Not looking for the dramatics here. Not trying to set the world on fire in terms of stats. It's almost like you're driving. Hands at 10 and 2, alert for anything out there, watching for trouble on the road, and making sure you get the team home.
The bus driver. See if he can drive the bus here again on this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. On first down, Coleman. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. On second down, it's Coleman. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for third down. On third down, here's Coleman. Wiggles free. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be.
Come on, man.
Can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Eagles unable to convert there on fourth. And the Bears are going to get the football back, and they're going to get it in great field position. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that, saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just like that. You know, some philosophies, some coaches are like, look, when I got a chance to put some more points on the board, I don't care what the situation, I'm going to do it. And they're also the same coaches as a general rule that if someone does it to them, you won't hear a peep of protest out of them. That's just who they are.
Throwing again on second down. Trubisky. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
He completes this into the hands of Miller. And I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. The ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover.
And he scored.
I know it's coaches are screaming. Just hang on to the ball,
whoever was on that side.
Well, it's a Pyrrhic victory at best, but Charles, no team wants to get shut out, so it's hard to blame him for taking the 3 there.
You can't blame him one bit. It hasn't been the best performance, that's for darn sure. But there is something to be said for fighting to avoid the goose egg, and they're at least trying to finish out strong.
And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We find ourselves here in the midst of a one-sided affair. A lot of fill time down the stretch, Mr. Davis.
So we could talk about food because that is something that you and I enjoy.
We share that.
We enjoy our time at the table. So maybe the best steakhouses in the city, but in all seriousness, the performances that we've seen this year, we've seen a bunch of great ones. And it's going to be hard to parse who's going to win the MVP.
Yeah, it really is.
Is it going to be a runner? Is it going to be a thrower? Can a defender finally win it this season? Those are the things that we could probably discuss.
And collectively, this is about as dominant of a performance as you could have hoped for on both sides of the football.
Might have to put it number
one. Oh, my God. What's going on? Like, come on, man. Throw the ball right.
Complete as well.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? Zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Eluding the pressure right.
Get off me.
Just short of the 45
Get off me.
44. Give him 10 that time.
What I'm talking about. First down, baby.
And picking up a
Let's
first
go.
down. Now Jackson on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Still.
So now second and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
Y'all trying to hurt the quarterback or something?
Coleman now. And an alley to run. There he goes left side.
That's what I'm talking about. Coleman, baby, what?
Touchdown. Tevin Coleman with his 28th touchdown, drawing level with Sean Alexander for the second most in a single year, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Well, I'm just not sure what more we can say about him after that one.
But we're certainly going to give it a try, aren't we? Because I believe we're watching greatness personified. It has not mattered all game long where they've handed him the football. He's taken it and found the end zone. He is so locked into that so-called zone, I don't think they're going to get him out of it in this one.
A drive that time of 6 plays. And Tevin Coleman polished it off with a touchdown run. Set now to kick this one away.
3 minutes and 9 seconds left in this game. Let's get it.
This fielded at the 2.
Get it.
Get it up past the 20 to
Let's
the
get it. Let's go.
22-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And after the field goal last time, let's see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to hit Taylor Gabriel that time, and it's 3rd and short. They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. And he gets it to the 34, good enough for the first. The gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one. It might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Trubisky. No escape, and he goes down. Fletcher Cox in there to get him, and that is now sack number 18 on the season for it.
That right now, that's a defeated team out there. I think you can see it totally in their body language.
Hands on hips, heads low. It's just been a struggle from the start.
Yeah, this team has been thoroughly beaten right from the word go.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Here's Trubisky.
Come on, why y'all ain't picked that?
Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more. Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it. And he will get
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
This thing is ugly.
Here comes the pressure, and the Eagles get there to block it.
Partners, you well know every block punt wasn't necessarily a called block. Sometimes the guy just finds his way back there. Doesn't matter. The play happens, and that one turned into 6. Points because they handled it so well after the block.
Well, not only did they block it, the awareness to go and grab it and then take it into the end zone for 6 points. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at his 4. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take it next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that, and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team, and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Double coverage
by Ronald Darby.
That game is like
a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside.
Ronald Darby, that's what I'm talking about.
And that one, Charles, is just going to about wrap up what was no doubt a dominating defensive performance.
Yeah, I don't care what team it is. I don't care who you play, whether they're strong offensively or not. Just giving up 3 points in the NFL, that's absolutely a dominant performance and one that they can build on.
Now, after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside.
All right, RD, I got you.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
All right, now you got Sanders.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And down inside the 15.
I'm talking about Sanders.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
That's good.
Right back to Sanders on first down. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Check, 59.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. Catch is made by Arcega-Whiteside. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. They'll try to run with Sanders. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
Brandon Brooks. Yes. Tevin Coleman. Yes. Young out for 3 weeks, yes. I'll be back in 3 weeks. Meantime, Miles Sanders gonna hold it down. We're 9-0. What? Let's go. Let's go. Finances. Really? That was a home game, so advanced week. Still no room for the cat. Like, serious? Oh my God. Nope, Elliot, you're gonna be out of here. Alright. I'm about to lose Jalen Mills too. Like, are y'all serious? Ronald Darby and Jalen Mills? And Timmy Johnson. And Vinny Curry. Like, come on, man. No, Vinny, I'm sorry, but you gotta go. You know what? I'm claiming all cap penalties.